right.
Hello, welcome to the 186th hour. Oh, I got it right, didn't I? I didn't just make that up.
186, yeah.
168, very confused. So welcome. Just a couple of things before we start. Just to let you know, this performance, like all of our performances, is a relaxed performance. So that just means we've got a relaxed attitude to any sound or movement from our audience members, just for the benefit of anyone who might not be able to be like still or silent for the duration of the show. If at any point you do want to pop out, you can head through the door at the back. There's some water and stuff out there. Help yourself. Pop back in when you feel ready. The lights should stay like this. We are having a couple of issues with them. We do conk out every so often, but we'll run and put them back on as quickly as we can, and there will always be light in this area. Likewise with music, there will be some like background music, but no light bands or anything like that. I'll be over here, so if you do need me for anything at all, give me a shout. We've got some audio headsets here, so if you want to use those. That's us. I'll hand over to Reese, who is the GM for the next few hours.
Hello, my name is Reese Lord, and as Kat says, I am the Games Master all the way up till 10 o'clock.
Hey.
So, what is this? What are we doing? We are playing a tabletop role-playing game. What that means is these wonderful individuals around me play their own individual and unique characters with their own special abilities and traits and personalities that they can apply to the world. I, as the Games Master, control the rest of the world. I control the seas they sail on, the allies they make, the enemies they fight, the islands they explore, and everything else. So, keep me on side. To catch you up on our backstory, because we have 185 hours of it, this is actually most of the hours, so I'm kidding. Our players are crew members upon a scientific research vessel known as the Spirit of the Horizon. They were sent on an investigatory mission to explore an island that seemingly appeared overnight. Whilst exploring the island, they managed to awaken a great old dead god. And in a last-ditch attempt to escape, they cast a spell they didn't truly understand, forcing them into an entirely new reality. With new islands and lands to explore, new species to discover, social structures to understand, their main mission is to get home. And they believe the best way to do this is by collecting these tablet pieces that they've found along the way. We pick up as our adventurers are on a mission to assist Prince Corellian. I'm always going to have trouble with that name. Corellian, who is a Sariki individual. The Sariki are these short, dwarven-like individuals with thick scales poking through their skin, large beards, adapted to being under the water. We pick up as they are deep within the Sariki city of Staghorn, a city underneath a mountain which has been flooded, and they were forced to leave about 200 years ago. As we pick up, I'm going to give our characters a chance to introduce themselves, starting with my far right. So tell us your name, your character's name, and what they do on the boat.
Okay, I'm Emily, but I'll be playing
Peanut, who talks like this? And she's a halfling rogue. She was a chef on the ship, but she keeps getting sucked in and out of this adventure thing that's really awful at this point.
I'm Chloe. I'm playing Relora, who's a half-elf bard and is the commander of the ship, despite having no military or naval or any of that kind of experience, and whose latest thing seems to be frequently polymorphing into a T-Rex, whether that's as a party trick because everyone makes her, or to actually try and be useful.
I'm Jamie, and I will be playing Infinitus, the elven wizard, who is nominally here for research, but mostly spends his time up in the crow's nest looking off into the horizon.
Excellent.
He's really deep. He's so deep.
So deep.
So internal.
Okay, so for this moment, the ship is docked just off the coast of this mountain. A storm is raging on and the ship is tossing back and forth. What were our adventurers doing on the boat before this point?
I was reading a note from the captain who sent a note to me saying that he'd given himself a formal reprimand because there's no, everything's a bit messed up and there's
When
no
you're
one
away
for him
from
to
the
report to.
Admiralty, you have to reprimand yourself.
Because we had a bit of an argument, a few arguments the last time we spoke. So at the moment she's reading this message and wondering if there's any way she can put it to some kind of really emo mandolin chords.
Of course.
It's probably where her head's at.
Laura's sitting in her cabin writing dark poetry. Excellent. Peanut, what were you doing?
Last time Peanut was making a sandwich and she didn't get to finish that. So she's trying to make the best sandwich again to cheer herself up.
Oh. Infinitus, in the midst of this storm, where were you?
Clinging onto the crow's nest for dear life and trying to spot the port where we've now docked.
Okay. There isn't so much a port as there is no ports on this city. It's just a mountain that comes out of the water.
Well, that'll be easy to spot then.
Yeah. Okay. As you all know, individuals have been teleporting in and out during your time in this world after some delayed magical effect of being transported here. As you go about your activities, you get the tang of metal in your mouth. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end as your skin begins to crawl as it's enveloped in this golden glow. There's a flash, and you find yourself underwater, being hurled along this deep tunnelway. You get glimpses of blue and silver as you see these Sariki individuals go alongside you. Can I get dexterity saving throws from everyone?
Oh, 24.
7.
Oh no.
Right.
Okay, so 27.
Take me with you.
24.
24. 6. Okay, as you are hurled down this tunnelway, you hear the sounds of rushing water around you. Peanut, you managed to hold on to your sandwich and avoid the walls.
Hey.
Relora, in this moment you all remember that the Sariki who you've been travelling with have gifted every member of the crew with breathing apparatus, which allows them to breathe underwater. You feel these things around your neck as you are swirled down this tunnelway. As you do, Infinitus, you take... Oh no.
That was a lot of
Oh
rolls.
no.
I'm strangled by my own breathing.
21 points of bludgeoning damage as you are thrown against multiple walls and rocks.
Oh god.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw from you to see if you can hold your breath?
16.
16. As you struggle down this pathway, the water and walls hitting against your body, you manage to force the breathing apparatus onto your mouth so you can breathe underwater and do not suffocate. Can I get 2 more dexterity saving throws from you?
I thought that those were high enough that we were good at stuff. Critical success.
Oh.
With no problem, in this moment, Relora remembers her training and puts the breathing apparatus on
A
her mouth.
non-existent
23.
training.
Pardon?
23.
Oh yeah, no problem. You force the breathing apparatus onto your mouth. You continue to swirl down this pathway. As you do, there is a brief moment where the water stops rushing as fast. Can I get perception checks from everyone?
That's more like it.
Modified 20.
Modified 20?
Well,
20.
these don't matter.
Yeah,
24. Peanut. my precious, precious Peanut. You are so distracted by the fact you've managed to hold on to your sandwich the entire way down here, which is now soggy. Bits of lettuce are floating out of it. You're a bit upset by this. It's the second time it's happened to you.
The first one seemed to come with me.
Relora and Infinitus, you look around and you are in this large circular cavern. The water is flowing around in a circle. You see multiple Sariki individuals around you, all wearing this heavy plate armor, keeping themselves afloat somehow. They are naturally very adapted to be in this environment. And you look over and you see the prince also swirling around. There are two entranceways into this cavern. The one where you come in and you see you see the flow of water pushing into this room, and you look further down, there is another entranceway into this room.
And those are the only ones we can see.
Yes.
Okay, and is it swirling? Are we just kind of swirling at the same level, or are we going down steadily? How easy is
Because
it going to be?
that's actually not how the physics of water work in this room. Due to, has anyone ever played Majora's Mask? No, okay. This is basically working like a washing machine. The water in it is constantly swirling, and it does have a way where it enters and a way where it exits. But the water is swirling round. If it flows down and you find the current that flows down, you will go through the other chamber.
Right. Okay. And the others are still just...
They are all
swirling
floating
around as
around.
well.
You see some of the Sariki guard gather together and begin to try and hold each other, trying to make a human chain.
Mhm.
The prince grabs on, he begins to reach out for you.
I reach out both my arms to whoever's nearby, whoever I
Okay.
can grab onto.
Can I get a dexterity check from you?
Just a straight check.
Yes.
Modified 20! I don't know how I'm rolling really well.
The prince wraps his arm around yours, and you both rolled incredibly well. With no problem at all, and then you can reach out for Peanut and Infinitus.
Did I see that Infinitus got bashed around?
Yes.
I reach out for Infinitus.
You actually look
no
over
offense, Peanut.
at Infinitus now.
Also,
and
you've still got
you've
one
got
hand
a
busy
small
with a
trickle
sandwich.
of blood coming from your mouth as you've been hit back and forth along these cave walls.
Yeah.
I reach out. Do I manage
Can I
to...
get a dexterity
Yeah.
check? With advantage, because Rolora seems pretty grounded.
Advantage would be useful. Advantage wasn't useful. 12 in total.
You reach out and you just about grab on with your fingertips to Relora's wrist.
Oh, so he's...
Yeah.
Aha! Cool, I do that monkey hold.
Okay.
So I grab the rest of Infinitus thing, and because I'm touching, I want to cast Cure Wounds at
Okay.
like 3rd level,
1 moment, please.
because I can see everything that's going on here. And we've already had one crew member die in the last 24 hours underwater.
Yep.
They did come back, but it was a very convoluted process,
Well,
and it was a
I very
bit
nearly
weird.
got strangled by my own mask and drowned like before it even started. So.
I'm hoping that Rolora didn't see that, because otherwise she would be really worried about their chances down here. So how
You
many?
reach out. What level are you casting at?
3rd.
3rd level, so it's 3d8 plus your charisma modifier. How does this spell look? Because you're going to have to cast it slightly differently being underwater, but...
Yes, well I'm actually, normally I only touch like hand to the hairs on someone's body, but this time I'm properly grabbing on to Infinitus. And so it's weird, it looks like air bubbles.
Yep.
It looks like there's air trapped between my skin and his, and that there's just these kind of pearly but also slightly red bubbles just like pouring out, but most of them are going into Infinitus's arm.
Okay, as Relora grabs onto you, you feel a slight warmth in her hand. There are bubbles of air that begin to just push off your and her skin as these multiple glowing white and red orbs close your wounds. How much healing did you do again?
21.
21. That's the exact
That's
amount of
exact.
damage you did.
Thank you.
Peanut, you're floating around with this sandwich. What would you like to do?
Laura,
You're underwater.
You can't. You have this breathing apparatus in your mouth,
okay.
and you can just
Can I see? Can I try to see anything again, or am I still just moving around staring at myself?
make a perception check.
Okay. That's a little better. It's a 16.
Yes, you do see the group of individuals. They're a little bit blurry. You're still adjusting to being in this environment, but you do see a group of individuals floating there, and you recognise Relora.
Okay. Can I just like reach out and wave my hand, try to reach them if I can?
Okay, make a dexterity check, both of you. Relora, you're with advantage because you're grounded.
Oh, that's good. I want the advantage. I rolled one higher. 8 from me.
8.
13, yeah.
It's difficult, Rolora. You're also holding on to 2 other individuals.
Oh wait, if you're a rogue and you are
It's not 13, it's 14.
if she's
It's just
proficient
this-
in
Oh, wait,
dexterity,
I get to, yeah, okay, so
It's just a
actually a 19.
straight dex check. It's not a skill check.
Oh.
So
Okay,
it
so it
doesn't,
doesn't
come
get
under the
reliable.
guise of reliable talent.
Sorry, I was
Technically,
hoping
I
that you'd
still
be
have
better.
Seaham, though.
In that
Yeah.
case, it's a 9.
Do you want to help?
Yeah,
It's
Roll a
still
dexterity
9,
check.
that's more like it. 20 total.
As you both wave your arms out, trying to grab on, out of nowhere, Infinitus wraps his hand around your arm and pulls you into the group. You are all now in this human chain, at which point you begin to sink.
Ah. Oh no, we want, like, surely this is good. We're going closer to that
You
entrance,
look over
right?
at one of the Shariki guards who is fairly confident in this situation. Just gives you, as you
Okay.
begin to float down.
I do it back.
For those who didn't see, I made the OK symbol with my hand. Okay. So, you begin to float down, at which point you feel the current take you again. Can I get everyone to make dexterity saving
Oh
throws
my
with advantage?
God. Saving. Oh, okay. 25.
25?
24.
24?
19.
19, nice. Excellent. So, as this human chain, you manage to streamline yourself down this tunnel, avoiding the walls, avoiding any debris that has been flown through this tunnel. Can I get perception checks from everyone as you race down this cave way?
13.
13?
10.
10! 12. Okay. Peanut. You take a moment away from your sandwich, knowing that the structural integrity of this sandwich is gone, there's no point, and you look down the corridor and you see a light approaching you. As you rush down, your bodies begin to fall. You land on a small precipice. The whole party lands prone as you look above you and there's rushing water going out and down.
Oh, so there's just air around us,
Yes,
briefly.
briefly.
Oh, that's good.
Laura, can you fix my sandwich?
I can't believe I'm asking this. Would mending do anything to her sandwich? Because that's the only spell I have that fixes things.
Prestidigitation doesn't remove water.
I can't remove water from things. And I feel
mean,
like if we
could-
remove
I
water,
could
there'd be nothing.
firebolt it. That, you can toast it. See if that would dry it out.
Will mending fix a sandwich?
Rules check.
There's a
No.
nod coming from a corner. There's a nod in a corner.
I would argue prestidigitation would, but mending is to mend tears and scrapes.
It's been
Prestidigitation
torn
would-
apart by water.
The structural integrity of this sandwich. Try and cast mending on it.
Okay,
And roll a
I-
d20 and
I-
add your charisma modifier.
I reach my hand out, and 11. Oh yeah, it's not great.
Some of the lettuce reforms. The bread is slightly drier. Tomatoes are actually held in shape pretty well during this whole encounter. The turkey, unfortunately, did not.
I'm sorry, Peanut, but I think that's the best I can do. We may have to wait until we get back to the ship.
I'm just gonna chuck it
So-
over the edge.
I want to ask.
Sploosh. As the sandwich hits a large body of water, you look around. You are in this large circular chamber. Around the outside is this ledge, and the water flows down into a large pool. This pool is clearly 60, 70 feet across. you see multiple statues of Sariki individuals, all in fairly either regal robes or armour. This deep grey stone, you see also several columns that have broken.
And the other people, the Sariki and the prince, are with us?
Yes, they are.
Okay, well, I've taken off my mask already because I've spoken to Peanut. And I want to go to... I assume I can tell the difference between the prince and the others?
Yes,
He
the
looks
prince
different.
is actually, for a Sariki, a pretty handsome dude.
So is he halfling sized?
He's not quite halfling size, he's a little bit taller than you. Halflings normally stand around 3.5 foot, while he stands almost 5 foot tall.
Oh, he's taller. Okay.
Mountain of a man.
He is short and broad. He has thick, luscious hair, a very well-kept beard, very regal-looking plate armor.
I'd like to walk over.
Commander Allura.
You must be Prince Corellian, yes?
Yes, that is I.
We're not familiar with this place, are you? Do you know the meaning of the statues of any of this?
Ah, yes. These are my ancestors. They were once the rulers of this place, before it was forsaken after the deluge.
Right. And you were here with... I know that some of my crewmates
Yes,
came here
the captain was here. What? Oh, your weird magic thing.
with... Yes, not so weird to us now, but how... what were you trying to do? Where do we need to go?
We need to continue down. The Rakina hold this place and we need to clear them out.
Right.
This is my ancestral home and it belongs to me and my people.
And is that the only way?
It's
Pointing
the
to kind of the water falling into the pool.
Okay, you look over the edge. Can I get a perception check? From everyone who would look over the edge.
Modified 20.
Modify 20.
Natural 20.
Ooh!
19.
19.
So close.
I love my 19.
You look down, all of you, into this pool of water as it swirls and ripples as this large waterfall that flows over your head disturbs the surface. Peanut, there are things moving down there. You see fins and dark shadows occasionally breach the surface and go back down.
What is it that we're trying to clear out exactly?
The Reekner, the shark-like individuals. They've attacked your ship multiple times. They're pirates, bandits.
They're right there. Probably.
Oh my.
A lot of them, I think.
You look down and it's hard to tell, but you see at least 8 of
At
these.
least 8 of them.
How many are there of us?
Well, there's myself, my 6 elite guard, and you 3.
10. Right, okay. We fractionally outnumber them.
So, throwing electricity at water tends to mess things up, right?
I mean, yeah. That's
As
how
long as
science works, people. That's science facts for
As
you
long as-
science fans out there.
As long as we are all far away from it, how wet is this floor?
I mean, it's pretty damp.
Yeah, but they're down there. I don't know.
How far away
Relora's
is
not...
You are about 60 to 70 foot above this pool.
Can I roll an intelligence check? Because Chloe doesn't remember much about science and Relora's not meant to be very intelligent, but I can't remember whether it's safe or not if we're touching any water.
Ah, okay, so
I mean,
you're
there's
asking...
magical electricity, so it's probably fine. but-
Okay, so you're asking if you were to hit the body of water with electricity, would the electricity potentially affect you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or would it just go, would it do the thing where it goes straight down? Or is
So-
it down as quick as it can?
One moment, please, as I briefly explain physics.
I'm good at other things.
Yes, you are. You're very charismatic and appreciated amongst the party. Understand that you are in a chamber that is incredibly damp. The way electricity works is if there is a flow of water, it will actually normally follow it. But that doesn't mean that it also can't be transported through the water vapor molecules within the air and along the surface of anything that it hits.
So maybe not.
That
What kind
being
of
said,
What kind of electricity were you thinking?
Lightning bolts.
Lightning bolts. Do you have any resistance?
may I remind the wizard that a wizard can shape their spells around individuals and party members, making sure that they are not affected by the spell.
Ah.
We'll be fine.
Okay. Relora puts away her mandolin, which she was preparing to use to cast protection from lightning with,
Of course.
because it has that for some reason.
I mean, if you want to do an extra layer of protection, that's probably not going to be an awful idea. But you know, I won't be aiming for you guys, but the dice hate me at the moment. So.
Relora thinks maybe she should.
Oh no.
Can she cast? It has 2 spell slots a day.
Yes.
Can she cast it on both herself and Peanut, and use up both those spell slots?
Yes.
Good. Gonna cast protection from lightning
Sweet. Okay.
on Peanut.
How do you cast this spell with your magical mandolin? He asks
She
regrettably.
She sings this a little bit mumbly and a little bit under her breath because she doesn't want it to be really explicit that she is just doing this to their party members and not to the prince or to his group.
Right.
So she kind of wants it to not be that obvious.
Of course.
Peanut, as infinitus works to protect us, so shall I. What from we do not know, but maybe it'll be lightning. And protect everyone else, but specifically us from lightning bolts. And maybe soon we will get home. That's what she does.
You feel. How does the spell look?
The ones from the mandolin don't have a look because they're cast by the mandolin
Oh yeah.
and its energy.
Okay.
So they're fractionally more subtle
They're
than
fractionally more subtle.
fractionally more subtle than Relora's other spells.
Okay.
Yeah.
You expend both
So
of
we have
these
resistance
spell
to lightning
slots,
damage
these
now
spell
for an
points held within the magical item to protect the party from electrical magical damage. Well, the prince steps forward and he looks over the edge. He's like, "There's only one way down."
Wait, one of our Wait, has he actually jumped?
Yep, and his guard had followed.
Oh.
Oh no. They leap into the water and you hear sploosh, 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 sploosh as these individuals hit the water and disappear from sight.
How many of them?
All of them. So
many is
the
that?
prince and 6 individual guards.
Well, tits, because I can protect a grand total of 6 people from this electricity. Because it's a
Infinitus,
1+ spell level.
as
You
your
guys are protected.
as your
so-
commander,
Yep.
protect us, protect the prince. Anyone else, that's fine.
Grand.
But we had a perfectly good plan and they weren't listening or thinking. Relora has built up a lot of resentment for the creatures of this world because she just wants to get home. So that's
Actions
why it
have
seems like she
consequences,
doesn't
yo.
care.
You know, I didn't tell them the plan.
They didn't give us time to even speak to them. That prince just jumped over the edge without thinking.
Yeah.
He'll learn what happens when you don't think.
Okay.
So
Okay,
let's have a look at.
so
She was nice. She used to be nice, but a lot of stuff's happened.
what is the party doing?
We're standing up here waiting for so that Infinitus can cast
Lightning.
a spell to electrocute everyone who's in that pool.
Of course he is.
But he
You
can
know,
protect
it's fine.
people. He can protect people.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So, 1+ spell level take no damage from the spell's effects. It's a level 5 spell, therefore 6 people take no damage.
Okay.
So that is the 3 of us and the prince and
2 of his people.
2 of the guards. If I can see any,
Okay.
the 2 most immediately obvious heads that I can see down there are not getting hit by this.
Yeah.
So, lightning bolt. Stroke of lightning forming a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide. blasts out in the direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a dex saving throw. Creature takes 8d6 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Ignites inflammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Okay.
So,
So, as you reach out to cast a spell, what does it look like?
my hand crackles with a blue fiery glow, and a huge bolt of lightning makes a searing line from me into the pool.
Okay, so you reach out and you all hear this crackle of electrical energy as it strikes the water. The water is briefly illuminated in this electrical glow as the guards themselves who are in the water actually saved from this.
Cool.
The sharks did not. So do you want to roll damage for me?
Yes, an 8d6.
Are you still holding your sandwich?
Oh, I threw it.
Oh yeah, you threw it. Great.
Thank you.
I was just
I'm
checking.
doing this, and she's sad now.
Like one of those moments when someone
So
throws a
that
wedding
is,
ring into the sea.
28
Yeah, basically. She's done
in
28.
total. So that'll be 14 for anyone who saved.
Okay, that's good. Good to know. This crackling electrical energy flows through the water. You wait a moment and nothing floats to the surface. Is there anything the party wants to do?
Well, that should have weakened them, and hopefully protect our allies.
Do it again.
Do you have the
All right.
strength?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
I can do this all day. Well,
One
not all
moment.
day, but
Oh god.
Oh no. Can I get perception checks from everyone?
oh no.
God damn it. 13.
Ah!
What?
16.
Dice, why do you hate me? 9 in total.
As the room crackled with electrical energy, you didn't see that the water inside the rock has been affected by this electrical spell. The heat has caused it to expand as the ledge you're standing on collapses.
How far up are we?
60 foot.
I cast Feather Fall on all of us.
Oh, thank you.
You gently float down towards the water's surface. At which point we enter initiative.
As we fall, can I shout something to them? I
Sure.
will say something because we've got a bit of time.
Yeah.
If you see an octopus, do not attack it.
Sure. Why not?
Just
Yeah.
wanted to make it clear to everyone.
Oh, it's like this may have happened before. Okay, so
Sharks
you
bad,
gently
octopus
float
good.
down towards the water's surface, and as you breach beneath the water, you see multiple Sariki guards and the prince engaged in combat with 4 large sharks. They are taking care of business. This is their element. They are used to fighting in the water. As you look down beneath yourself, and you see 4 large sharks swimming up towards your party. Very top of the round, Peanut, it is your go. We are in underwater combat rules, which means that when you make a melee weapon attack against a creature that doesn't have a swimming speed, well, you don't have a swimming speed. You have disadvantage on the attack unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. Ranged weapons only do their minimum distance.
Mm-hmm.
And creatures and objects fully immersed in water have resistance to fire damage.
I've fought things in water before.
Yes.
So is it safe to say that R'hllora has kind of figured out that
You would
some
know
things are
that
rubbish?
certain items are much better underwater than others.
Cool. I'm not gonna use. Oh, sorry. I don't want to tread on, but I was
you're
gonna
fine.
try and pass some things to.
You can do
Well,
that.
I actually,
on your
last
turn.
time I played, I fought underwater.
Yeah. You would also have this knowledge. Alright, so
Do you have anything that would work?
I have a short bow.
Oh, that's all right.
short bow would work. these 4 large sharks begin to swim up towards you. Peanut, what would you like to do?
How far away are they right now?
They are currently about 30 foot away from you and approaching fast.
Okay, could I hold my turn until one of them is within 5 feet of one of my allies? So
Yes,
I can
of
sneak
course.
attack damage.
Yes, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
You hold and wait to see if one of these creatures chooses your opponents over you. Which
Could I hide? I guess. Could I hide and wait for?
make a performance check to seem less appetizing.
Well, I'm a halfling, right?
Yes,
so
you
I
are.
could hide behind someone potentially.
Oh yeah, you could absolutely. You can make a stealth check that way.
Okay. So that 3 is now a 10 because I said so.
Yep, it is.
And it's a 20,
Reliable talent.
Yes,
It's
22. It's actually in the rules.
22. It is. You take a moment and briefly duck behind Relora's form, allowing her to be your shadow.
Okay. Cool.
You hold your turn. Relora, actually wait. It's Infinitus next.
Quick check, if I'm flying, can I still cast non-concentration spells?
Yes, you can.
Awesome. I'm a fly.
You're gonna fly. Okay. Not sure how fly works underwater.
Well, as in, so I'm
You're
above
gonna-
the water.
Alright, so you come above
Yeah.
the water and begin to fly.
Shuffle fly. Yeah.
What would you like to do? Now you are flying above the water.
Okay. What is? That's a. It's a spell, so that. Would
Yep.
Be, that's.
That's the
turn.
action.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you have any
Um,
bonus action spells? I don't know if you do. You do not.
Don't think so.
Okay. So you begin to fly above the water. You see these shadows beneath shifting. That's your turn.
Yep.
Okay. Relora.
Okay, so exactly what is in my immediate vicinity?
You see, and you look out to the other side of the pool, and you see that the Sariki are engaged in combat with 4 other sharks, but they appear to be handling themselves. The sharks are doing little bits of chip damage, but they are taking huge amounts of damage as it is, and you look over and you see multiple streams of red as these creatures make circles around towards the party as they've already taken severe damage. You look down at the individuals beneath you, and they appear to be slightly burned from what appears to be electrical energy.
Right. There's just one thing that I want to... Oh, no, that's fine. It's got even fewer hit points. Okay. Because it's what she'd figured was going to be useful here, and I don't think she's necessarily in her right mind. I polymorph into a giant octopus.
Great! You
So-
take your giant octopus form. Do you have the statistics for that?
I do.
Excellent!
From somewhere above you.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, that's why she said that. So that's my action, isn't it, to turn into the
Yes,
giant
it is.
octopus?
You also have movement.
I have movement. I would like to move so that I'm kind of taking the sharks by surprise, if possible, because I do have advantage on stealth checks underwater, and I can move
You
60
can move
feet.
over towards the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Your natural camouflage would mean you are able to blend in with the wall fairly well. So if you wanted to roll a stealth check, I'd allow that.
Yep, I'm going to do that.
At advantage because of your ability.
I have advantage. My dex is 13 on this. Well, that's a 16 without modification. That's a 17 without modification. So that's actually a 20.
20?
Yeah.
Oh my. 3 of the sharks are unaware of your movement, and the only thing they see left is Peanut.
Oh, God. Sorry, Peanut.
As they
You're
come,
really good at hiding. I didn't really even notice you were behind me.
they come in towards you, Peanut. All 3 of them. The first one comes in with its attack, rolling a 22 to hit. It comes
You
up and
have
takes a
oh.
massive bite out of your side. You take 22 points of piercing damage. You can uncanny dodge if you want.
That one, yeah, uncanny dodge.
Uncanny
Yes,
dodge,
so
okay. So you now take 11 piercing damage from this.
That's fine.
The next one comes in, smelling blood in the water, has advantage on the roll.
Oh shit.
That's a 21 to hit you.
Yeah.
And the next one is a 14 to hit you.
No.
So you take a further 22 points of blood piercing damage as this shark comes up and grabs onto your leg, tearing away, the blood begins to fill the water as these creatures' blood frenzy takes hold. One of them is going to make an attack towards you, Renora, because they saw where you went. With a 14 to hit, that'll miss, as your natural octopus-like form just shifts along the rock and the nose just makes contact with the wall. Back to the top of the round. Peanut, you are currently swarmed by 3 sharks.
This is great. Okay. And they never came within 5 feet of an ally, so they didn't need to attack. Okay. How far away are the prince and his...
They are currently about 60 foot away from you, engaged with another swirling combat of sharks, but they appear to be dealing with this incredibly well.
Okay. I'm not going to swim over to them and try to make them bleed so they get distracted. Any suggestions here, guys?
I'm
If
still
you
an
want to
octopus.
hold until I
Are you
blast the
flying?
bejesus- I'm flying, so I can go. So if you-
How high up are you?
I will make sure that I'm high enough. that I
How
can-
much weight can you carry?
Ooh.
You would be able to carry her.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I can. Yeah.
Okay,
I can.
I'm gonna try and swim to the surface then as quick as possible.
Okay,
How
you would
far
make
am
it
I
to the
moving?
surface.
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
see
shout-
Peanut's head pop above the
What's
surface.
triggering me?
Okay.
But doing that would activate 3 attacks
Shit,
of
you're
opportunity.
right. Can I disengage first and then do
You
that?
can absolutely
Yeah.
disengage first.
Okay, I'll do that first. I'm gonna swim up and be, "Please help me!"
You see this little halfling head poke above the surface.
Come on.
You hear Peanut's voice ringing in your ears.
Pick me up!
Okay.
As it comes to Infinitus, what would you like to do?
My movement is going to be kind of coming down and grabbing Peanut and
Yep.
going up, and then if I'm able to also blast.
Absolutely. What spell would you cast?
Lightning bolt again.
A
so I
lightning
can get
bolt
this.
again. So that's another fail, and fail.
And it's with the same
And
actions as before.
Fail. As you reach down, lifting Peanut out of the water, the electrical energy on the fingertip swirls and hits the water. How much damage do you do?
23.
23 points of damage again. Wow.
8d6. It's always going to be quite impressive. That wasn't even rolling that one.
That was actually below average.
Yeah.
The electrical energy pulses through the water and you see all of these sharks reel, but it doesn't affect you, Relora. Okay, so, Relora, what would you like to do?
The nearest shark to me,
Yes.
I want to go up, I want to bludgeon it with my tentacles, and then ideally grapple it.
Okay, cool. How many attacks do you get in your octopus form?
Oh, let me double check.
Because
that might
if
be
you
two.
hit,
And my
you
phone's-
automatically grapple.
My phone's just died. Okay, but we'll then hit with an automatic grapple.
Yep.
So I think I only get one.
I actually think you get 2.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my phone's just died. And I
It's
haven't
okay, I'm pretty sure.
Whoop. Oh well, then I'm hoping that I'll get 2. That's only a 13.
13 just hits.
Yes.
Roll damage for me.
Okay. That's 9 points of bludgeoning.
Excellent. You reach out and smack into the side of the shark. Your suckers dig into its scaly skin. It is held there. You come in with your second attack.
Yep. Wait. That's 23.
All right, roll damage again.
That's 12.
12. Excellent. So once again, you come out of your tentacle, whack this creature on the side. You see it reel as you whack across its gills. You are holding this creature in place. It's not happy about that.
Can I use movement while I'm grappling?
Yes, you
something?
can.
I want to go and basically just hold it in front of one of the guys we're with, as though I'm
Okay.
like, they're here.
It would be half movement.
That's fine.
because
That's
you're holding on.
30 feet.
Okay,
Because
cool.
I'm an octopus.
You're an octopus
I'm a
in the
shark.
water.
Are you moving out of the water, like towards us?
Okay.
No, I'm going through the water towards one of the other guys.
Okay. Because I could shoot at it.
Relora.
I had to start holding my breath if I go out the water.
Relora. You're the only thing that they can see.
What happened to the other guys? Have they all gone out the water?
They are all out of range of their current attacks, and you're grappling one of their friends. So that would be a 12 to hit, will miss.
Oh no, 12 to hit will hit. It's an octopus, it has a really low AC, it has no armor.
You take 88 points of piercing damage.
Okay, I'm no longer an octopus.
As multiple sharks come down and begin to rip into your form.
Okay, but that's more than the octopus's HP.
Yep, so you revert. What is the octopus's HP?
52.
52. So, you take 52, take away 88, is 36 points of piercing damage to your human form.
Okay, so I'm in my human form now. Right.
Yes, you are. That's the end of their turn. Thank you. Peanut, you are currently being held above the water in the
How high above the water? Just barely.
probably about 20 foot.
20 foot. Okay. Did they come any closer to the surface?
You see multiple shadows beneath the surface. Make a perception check to see if you can discern which is which.
Okay. That's not good. That's 9.
There are too many shadows moving too quickly.
So if could I use a bonus action to chug a healing push and then
Yes.
dive off his shoulder back into the water?
Okay.
Or
You can absolutely do that. That's fine.
I'm also happy to just kind of like hold
yeah,
you
but I
under
need
the
to help. Like I have to keep fighting. Or
Well, yeah, but like if I hold you around your waist, then you can like shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean I can sit on your shoulder or something, but
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So, are you going to sink the healing potion and dive back
I'm
in?
gonna drink either way. Yeah.
Alright, so that's 8d4 plus 8.
I rolled one yesterday. I didn't get to use since it's already rolled. Can I just use that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll allow it. Speed up time.
Yeah. Okay.
Relora.
Right. They're all around me, yes?
sorry, it's not Relora's turn. It's
Oh.
Infinitus's turn.
Well, if I
Hey,
dive in the
you
water,
just-
can I
yeah,
shoot
we
too?
just
I
chugging-
did get to attack.
I was gonna say you were just chugging the potion as
It's only done a bonus.
action.
Yeah. Bonus is about to drink.
Yep.
If I dive in the water, just
You would be too far away this turn to reach anyone.
to attack.
Nope.
Okay. Never mind.
You stay where you are? Okay. Infinitus.
I may as well continue doing.
Okay, once
This
again,
thing.
another lightning bolt strikes the water. Fail, 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 fail. The crackling lightning energy reaches out again, shaping itself around your allies' forms, but doing full damage to the sharks.
32.
32 points of... Oh my god.
You've really surpassed Relora's expectations from that first bit where you were getting strangled by your own breathing apparatus.
Yes.
Relora,
I'm a wizard.
Relora, you look over and one of the sharks goes limp and begins to float towards the surface. There are 3 left.
Yes.
And now it's your go.
Previously, it was established, and I just want to make sure that's still in place, that anything I cast that involves having to speak or communicate something doesn't happen underwater because I'm underwater.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, I wonder if... What the hell? Out of the box thinking.
Yay!
Tell me if this is simply not possible. She wants to cast hallucinatory terrain around herself so it basically looks like coral and it's not worth hitting.
Okay. You can absolutely do that. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Yes, I'll spiritual weapon as my bonus action.
Okay, so you cast out with a spiritual weapon. It takes form as you, seemingly to the sharks, begin to look like coral. Let's see if they understand.
Let's see if this works.
They are confused as they still smell the blood in the water and just begin to circle around you.
Do they think it's coral?
You don't know. And that's where we're going to leave off this hour. I'm going to hand back over to our SM cat.
Thank you for joining us for this hour. Please do feel free to come back. Use it as 250 hours of invaders, so we'll be here until a week tomorrow. Apart from Thursday and Friday this week, so the intensively we practice doing all of those days. You can look to either watch again, or if you do want
I'm in Gobland for the Goblins, which is a fantasy choose-your-own-adventure show. The audience chooses the direction that the story takes. And we've just won the Derek Award for Best Children's Show at the Fringe.
Congratulations.
Another Fringe show.
No, there's one, but I need to find out all the details about it before I plug it.
Awesome.
Cool. Thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Thank you very much.
I will get to do the actual attack with a spiritual weapon when we start up next time, right?
Yeah,
Good.
if you're
I'm
still
here
here.
for another hour.